Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another pro Dota commentary done by Luminous. Today I'm casting Fnatic Raid Call versus NoTide. This is the best of 3 series, game number 3. Not going to cast game 1 or game 2 because they're not as epic as this. Also a quick, I guess, a note-taking kind of thing. Sorry I haven't been casting too much. I went to a LAN tournament at UCSD last weekend and haven't done too much. Also, I'm working on the Bane guy and hopefully it'll be back out this weekend. I'm not sure. But yeah, I should be casting more regularly, putting out more content regularly as well. But moving beyond that, NoTide on the Dire side, Fnatic on the Radiant side. And of course, joining me today is Eternal Envy from NoTide.
Hello. I'm actually gonna watch your guide, and literally the moment you put that guide, the moment that guide comes out, I'm gonna start playing Bane because I don't play that hero at all.
So you're gonna learn from me?
Yeah.
I don't believe that's a good.
Well, just learn the mechanics, I guess.
Okay.
And
wow. That's a lot of pressure.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
This
is game 3. Can you were in this game, and actually last time we had Waga casting one of his own game that he played, and a lot of players really enjoy that because you get a really in-depth look of what the captain's thinking, whatever.
That was his Bat Rider against Navi, right?
Yes. I think so.
I watched that game.
Real fast, we're in game number 3. What happened in game number 1 and game number 2, and how did that kind of affect how the draft went so far?
Okay, number 1 was a pretty annoying game. They went a Tinker strat, Tinker CK Nax off lane, Nax solo top strat.
Okay.
Where literally they just Tinker split push with was TPing everywhere and they split push and farmed the entire map. And we couldn't gank them because Nax just, rage TP. It was the most annoying game of my life. And so we lost that. Second game, we insanely stopped them. Like, our Tempo Assassin had 15 kills at maybe 15 minutes or 14 minutes.
Yeah, doing work.
Yeah. I ganked with Wisp level 1 and got Tinker killed mid like so many times. And they just GG in like 12 minutes, I think.
Okay. And now we were in game number 3 with the Wisp ban from yourself. So despite working out from in game 2, not going to be picking that one. So the draft so far is Nyx Assassin, Lifestealer, Gyrocopter for the Radiant side, Lone Druid, Darkseer, and Rubik for Dire. I'm very surprised that Admiral is going to get to play Lone Druid because I mean, I know Lone Druid is not exactly a top ban nowadays, but doesn't he always get a respect ban on that?
No, he doesn't actually.
Wow.
Not against Fnatic. But mention about the Wisp ban. So the first game we were Dire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the third game we were Dire as well. So the first game they first picked Wisp and their first pick again. So we're just gonna ban it out.
Fair enough.
We gave away the Nyx Assassin though, but we decided to go Darkseer mid against Nyx Assassin. People think that Nyx Assassin counters Darkseer mid, which might be the case, because you can mana burn the Darkseer.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you just bottle and instantly Iron Shell, the Nyx Assassin actually runs out of mana first, because it costs 130 mana to cast his mana burn.
And how much does it cost to Iron Shell? 70.
I think it's like 70.
Yeah,
right?
and bottles is 75. So
yeah,
okay.
So you can just cast it. And also, since you farm at level 1, you get to farm better. You get the bottle first. And I think he wins that lane. But actually, Gyrocopter goes mid this game, and Nyx Assassin's actually support. We assumed that they were going to copy us and go Gyrocopter support.
And they did not. Well, Gyrocopter mid, we haven't seen it too much. I mean, we've seen it on support once in a while. We've seen it mostly on carry. Walk us through on Gyro mid, since you already know kind of what happens.
Fada goes Gyro mid every game. And I think Liquid also does it every now and then. It's, you go Flat Cannon, and you just farm and hit the hero at the same time. And so their hero is always like, 75% HP-ish. And once you have Rocket and Rocket Barrage, you can kill him. So
how does the skill build max? Do you max Flat Cannon, or do you still...
I think it's 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. You get Rocket Barrage.
Still max that one. Alright, makes sense. And we're going to see in the Ruby and Weaver, we've been seeing that hero a little bit more lately. What's the deal with his resurgence? And I mean,
I have no idea about his resurgence. I think VP's just been using it recently. Mm-hmm. But for us, we picked him because we thought he was decently good against Nyx Assassin, because he usually hits you and then he stuns you, right?
Right.
But with Reaver, he hits you and then you go invis. So it's okay. It's good against Lifestealer. If he slows you, you just run away. Yep. It's good against Gyrocopter because you can just invis and dodge a missile. And so they don't really have too much to kill him. Well, they do have some.
On the flip side, it's somewhat dangerous, right? You're picking into and Lina. I mean, if Nyx Assassin ever somehow picks up a lot of burst damage with a dragon, then you're kind of in trouble. And now Bounty Hunter, not exactly a hard counter in a sense, because you know, Sakuchi puts you at max movement speed, and of course the time lapse puts you away from the track. Meanwhile,
we were feeling that we could just play safe bottom lane, not win it too hard, just play even, and just win top lane with Lone Druid against Bounty Hunter. So we are gonna put Lone Druid top lane, hopefully against the Bounty Hunter, and we're gonna put Darkster mid, hopefully against the Nyx Assassin, and win both lanes, and just play okay bottom. If the Rubik and Jakiro goes gank, the Reaver can just Reaver offlane isn't too like insane, like so. I mean, that's the reason to why I pick Reaver.
The Weaver in this kind of offensive tri-lane, right?
Yeah.
All he has to do is put the Weaver in front, and two supports basically stay back. And there's actually no good angle of attack from Fnatic because Weaver Sakuchi's away, and there's not really hard stun. You guys did expect Nyx Assassin to go mid, and in fact he went bot, so there is a impel into a LSA combo, which can be somewhat dangerous, and we'll see how exactly works out. Obviously, Jakiro as well as Rubik's gonna stay back and use that Ice Path as well as the telekinesis to break up the combo.
Look at the players right now. So Era's playing Gyrocopter, and then they swapped. So Era now is playing Nyx, and they swapped again. So they swapped I think 3 times this game.
To kind of juke you guys out? Is that it?
But we knew they were swapping, I think.
I see.
Because we're like, haven't seen them like put Honey on Nyx ever.
Yeah. So a little bit of a pre-mind game. We see the panda bear. This bear, the new. This is I'm somewhat actually curious about because in China they can't ever have a panda in the game because panda can't die in China for obvious reasons. And I'm I'm actually very like interesting to know if this cosmetic item can be made over to China. Apparently Chinese Dota 2 don't allow cosmetic items, or something's bugged with Steam. It's some crazy stuff, but yeah, just want to point out.
Maybe it doesn't die. It just like
no, it doesn't die.
Spurt. Maybe it just goes to spurt form when it dies, kind of.
Yeah, sure.
And then it's fine. So right now we're not showing our lane, and they're checking Roshan at level 1. They do this every time they play Sentinel. And since they have Nyx and the Gyrocopter, I mean, it's pretty safe to check it. It's not like we can do the gank from behind with our heroes. We do have the Iron Shell Bear, though. So, yeah, we also picked the Bear and Darkstar at the same time. The first 2 picks for the Iron Shell Bear is pretty strong, even with that much farm. I mean, but we do expect him to farm a lot.
Surge plus Bear alone is also a very, very good chasing situation, which I'm sure we'll see in a bit. Bounty Hunter's going to pick up...
made a really big mistake right there.
What's that?
He checked the rune. That was huge mistake.
Mistake here from Admiral, I see.
Yeah, he gave away the rune, and that haste rune's gonna haunt him like crazy.
Well, don't spoil it all, please. Eternal Envy. Obviously, you just played this game like an hour ago, literally. So
like 10 minutes ago.
Pretty fresh on your mind. All right, walk us through on this bot lane. There's gonna be you guys are gonna be slaying mostly defensive, and Weaver is gonna be farming. How are you gonna stop this pull? Is wards alone gonna do the job? But you see, you're actually dropping down a observer ward at the moment to making sure. Yep. And it's going to be a farm fest. And if support players out there, watch out on the positioning on the dire support players. As again, all they have to do is make sure that they don't get caught, and this lane should be mostly fine.
Yeah. Aki is going to get caught here.
Stop spoiling, please. Aki's going to drop an Ice Path, Night Dodge it from Era, and there's the open wound, but there's a telekinesis. This is exactly what I mean by using your other supports to break up the engagement, and again, as long as everybody don't get caught, should be fine.
Well, I never say he's gonna die. I just say he's gonna get caught.
All right, okay. You know how you hate about people spoiling your anime?
Yeah, I'm not spoiling anything.
Yo, man, you just say he got caught.
Well, I would do that even if I didn't watch this game because I would know that.
All right, okay.
He's in range.
All right, back in the mid lane here. How does this matchup actually work? You talked about the Nyx Assassin versus.
No idea.
No? Okay, well, we'll learn and watch here. Seems like he's actually doing quite alright, and of course S4 will be pushing lane momentarily, and hopefully we'll be grabbing the rune. We're both trialing on the bot lane here. I want to say that S4 is going to have an easier time to grab the rune. Is he actually going to jungle the farm here as well?
S4 is winning this lane, like, pretty huge right now, I think. Because Honey has less CS than S4. S4 is triple stacking the neutrals. Wow. And he has the CS, so...
This is some next level tactics. So later on, he's gonna drop.
He missed the stack actually. He's only double stack.
Yeah, he missed the last stack. Later on, he's gonna just drop an Iron Shell and basically make it a lot more gold. This is somewhat of a tactic that you see mid players do from time to time. For example, if you're on the Radiant side, you could pull this low level camp, and get some extra EXP, extra gold. For example, Storm Spirit, Shadow Fiend, those are heroes. in PUBG games.
Bottom.
Watching it right now. There's Impale that's going to hit internal. Envy right now. Ice Path's going to hit on 2, but right now Envy in a lot of trouble, down to about half HP Era. Nice blocking coming from Notel as Envy's going to go down. Envy's so low, and yeah, he's going to give up the first blood here. Meanwhile, Era so low as well. There's a Sentry Ward being dropped here. Another Impale on Loda. Loda's dead. Do we have a buyback? No, that's just a respawn time. Aki very low as well. Man, that actually, despite Carapace is doing so much work, another Ice Path being dropped out. Fly. It's going to drop 2 for 2 so far. Gonna play an advantage in the Radiant side as they got the first
No, I want to mention this really quick. So look at the creep wave right now from Sentinel. There's 2 Talons, and they're killing our wave like crazy. And while Arrow was dead, he actually lost 4 creeps of experience. So it's actually pretty important. Also, like, look how big the wave is, right? Arrow's only level 3. Loda's is 3.5, and he's gonna get this huge wave. So Loda's gonna be level 4 when Arrow's level 3. So yeah, sure, they got first blood and stuff, but experience-wise, that was really good for us. Because, look, they're not getting any of this experience, and we're denying all our creeps right now.
I understand. Also, I guess it was a good thing to point out that the reason that Radiant went for a go is perhaps we were a little bit out of position, also because they had a big creep wave, right? That's generally a good time to make a go, and, you know, the creep wave did push as a result as of that. But, yeah, Radiant got the first blood. Loda is ahead a little bit in terms of EXP. Wonder how much is going to matter in the upcoming engagements.
Well, he's also winning by a lot of CS. Like right now, we were pretty confident about the situation. We knew we were supposed to win top because it's Bear against Bounty, but Bounty is actually playing even with him right now, which isn't that good for us. Mid lane, we knew we were winning that.
Yep.
Like CS wise, and he has the stacks though.
Ooh, Hani does grab himself. Hasten, no bottle right here though, and we do see S4. Getting his own bottle. Yeah, there is going to be a Tranquil Boots on him as well, so he should be absolutely fine. Loda is... What exactly is Loda farming for? Now, okay, let me... God damn it. I was going to say, let me turn the question around is, pretend that you didn't play the game, what good item would be here? And you said Lincoln.
We would either go for the Manta or Lincoln, because we need something to cancel the track. Yeah, back in the mid lane here, Hani using that haste rune, just dancing around with S4. S4 bottle crawling is still getting actually somewhat harassed back and forth. Uh-oh, right now here on the bot lane here, Anima is going to drop him right on the hill. And is he going to have his... Yeah, he does have 2 Tango. Should be able to make it out there. I just call you Inaba for a bit because... Damn. That's in your name. So Nax has 5 CS right now, but we also counter-worded their word. We saw them placing it, and then we just ran there and counter-worded. So we're winning bottom quite significantly right now. Yeah, all the stuff that doesn't go on the scoreboard, but all the small things. Well, actually, the scoreboard does say that Loda is ahead by, like, what, 18 creep kills? Yeah, so this Lifestealer is going to have a very, very tough time. Lifestealer, as we know... They're able to pull now. So, they placed a really, really good Sentry Ward. That Sentry Ward killed 2 of my wards. This particular one? On bottom? Yeah, I've never seen a Sentry Ward before, but I might start using it. That was really good. Wait, what other ward did it kill? The one behind the tower? I placed one to the left side. It's the sexy bamboo ward, where it gives a lot of vision and it blocks the neutral spawn, even though it's really, really far away from the neutral spawn. Do you know that word? Yeah, it's like right... Yeah. It's at the bush-ish. Yeah. It's like a different magic bush. And then now, of course, you put one in the actual camp. Look at Loda. Yeah, Loda trying to deny. Pull the creep wave back, I think he's trying to do, but no, it does hit blind, and there's an LSA. Woo! Look at the nuke coming in. Of course, there are wards down on the Radiant side as well. Back in the river top as well. S4. S4 already dead. Hani picking up that kill. That sucks so much. You guys are in big trouble right now. Yeah, that sucked, because Hani was supposed to die there, but all of a sudden, the Bounty Hunter was there with DD Rune, just hit him once and he died. I remember S4 on Skype was like, I got him, I'm gonna kill Hani, and then boom. So now this is looking pretty bad, because after those kills, their Lina and their Nyx assassin is way higher level than our supports. Yeah, Lina like level 4. Lina level 4 drops another ward right behind the tower. I'm not sure if Loda actually see that. Or saw that ward being dropped right now. You guys are hanging out in jungle. You're level 3. Jakiro's level 3. Yeah, you guys about half a level behind. Didn't catch a kill, even though you said mid. I'm sorry. And they smoked too. I didn't see this. Oh. Already smoking. Oh, I think they're gonna go top 4 again. Or maybe they're just gonna kill S4 the very moment he comes back. No, they're gonna go top 4 again. I'm surprised they're walking this path though. They're trying to kill... What are they doing? What? Yeah, I'm a little bit confused myself too. Why are they checking? Are they checking for camp? They might be checking for stacks, as our team is quite known to stack. Also, our supports have been missing for the whole game. Yeah. Like, they're still missing.
And they're going to try to gank Emerald Bulldog. Emerald Bulldog sitting 1000 HP, 1100 with a lot of armor. And they're going to walk right in. There's going to be the rocket being dropped. I think that rocket was a little bit late, but never mind. It's a good impale. It's going to set him up as well. Emerald Bulldog down to about half HP. No support TPs from anybody on the team because there's no TP up. Support.
That was really a bad play. Like, Aki didn't TP, and Emerald never caught the gank in the first place. He just died and he didn't say anything.
Ah, I see. Just gave up on life.
Yeah,
right.
If he called it, we would have TP'd both Rubik and TXT. Like, I didn't have a TP. I noticed it, but I didn't say anything either. I went to buy a TP. It took too long. Aki already had a TP though.
Let's see. Alright, Loda on the bot lane here. 36 CS compared to that Lifestealer's 20. Still leading by a significant amount, but right now, again, the kills are very much so in the favor of the Radiant side, so that's going to help out in their goal, but more importantly on the EXP, because the supports are close to level 6. Lena's 4.5, that Nyx Assassin getting some EXP. If that Nyx Assassin hits level 6, how do you actually change your playstyle? Because isn't that a very dangerous moment on the map? Once
Lena and Nyx Assassin gets level 6, we have to play insanely safe. We actually have no idea how to play it once they hit 6. It was really bad for us. We would just like farm jungle with the Darkstar and just walk around the supports and not show ourselves ever. Yeah, and the Reaver couldn't do anything either.
Fnatic also doing a very good job making sure that Dire has no sight on the bottom. Look at the amount of Sentry and Observe Ward, and Dire suddenly has to just back off right now. 2 supports sitting at the Ancient Camp, perhaps trying to pull. It's pull time. Nobody's pulling! Envy, what's going on?
No, I'm not pulling that. We thought about it. We're not gonna pull.
Oh.
Because we're against the Gyro.
Oh, fair enough.
We don't have the heroes to kill the stack, but they do.
Yep.
Have the heroes to kill the stack.
S4
so you don't want to stack it.
Going back to jungle here to do a little bit of pull, and Emerald Bulldog still farming away, keeping a 0 on the ultimate form, making sure it has the highest HP as possible. But there's going to be a Trixie coming his way. Trixie's been playing rather well, right? You guys
really
expected
well.
the lane to go in the favor of Emerald. Not only came out pretty even, he was able to go off the lane, get a couple ganks, and also help his teammate to get a kill on Emerald.
He got 3 track kills.
Out of 7 kills so far? That's pretty insane.
Yeah, that's a lot. Look at bottom.
Yep. Engagement happening here. Ooh, that's exactly what you meant, right? Invising right out. Uh-oh. Loda still in over trouble. He doesn't have that tangle to go through that tree. There's Ice Path. Loda's gonna go back in time, trying to run back and forth. Has the Sakuchi out. Is gonna make it out, but there is gonna be Swarm gonna get dropped here. Loda very low. He's gonna go down immediately. Nice infest kill from Era, and that's gonna be killed there. Back in the mid lane here, we do have another kill. Hani's gonna get a dominate streak off the Darkseer. You guys are melting down right now. What the hell is going on, man?
We're just getting. There's not much we can do. Like once they have the Gula Blade soon, and they have the Nyx Invis, and they have so many Invis heroes and so much burst damage that if we get caught at all, we're dead. We can't kill them because like their supports are playing staying really back. And if we go to Nyx, it's gonna rage. He has 1,100 HP as Infest. If we go on the Bounty Hunter, I mean, we have to walk all the way top for the Bounty Hunter, and we have to hope for an Entangle as well, or he won't die.
What about Hani? Hani is fairly squishy. I mean, he's a mid lane.
Well, Hani has a haste rune all the time. Like, literally, that's what we're like, oh, he has haste rune, fuck it.
Unfortunately, Fly gets a little bit block on his pull attempt, and I would say on a tree, still gonna make it pull across. Very nicely played. And again, we're gonna see another gank attempt here on the top lane. It's gonna be Hani's gonna dive. He's gonna get seen by the creep wave. Any TP coming in this side? 3 TPs immediately. Let's see if these TP's gonna get canceled. 1 cancels. Aki, 2 cancels. Aki is gonna be still here with the smoke retained. But looks like we do see Hani just scoping out S4. That's 270 gold down the drain. But it's safe to carry, so I guess very well worth it.
I'll mention that Darkstar has 77 creep kills at 11 minutes. So, had he
Most
not lost that lane, he would have had mech by not 10 minutes or something.
Most of it neutrals though.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, a lot of creep kills. Trixie harassing the Twin Hit Dragon on the top lane by a tiny bit. How do you feel about Lifestealer getting a kill? How do you feel about Orb of Venom? Early purchase on heroes like Bounty Hunter and on Spirit Bear. Is it like a must purchase?
It's not a must purchase. I think a lot of teams don't get Orb of Venom on Spirit Bear. But I think it's pretty good on Spirit Bear now. People are still just debating whether it's good or not. I think it's pretty good. But on Bounty Hunter, I think it depends on the lane. Because like you needed to harass the bear in a one-on-one situation, but usually he's off lane against 3 heroes and he doesn't need the orb.
And this is a pretty good case, using it pretty decently. S4 is going to find himself yet another rune. 2 hero going to meet him in jungle. Oh! Nicely played. He does have the teleport scroll. It's going to make it out alive. Yeah. Aki.
Notice how he waited before he TP'd? because he was worried that he's gonna get ice path.
Yep.
So.
And unfortunately,
and I denied counter ward bottom. We actually knew that ward was there a long time ago, but we never had the time to deny it.
So, given the fact that Nyx has been getting a couple kills on the bot lane, and he's actually pretty much free farming right now, and ahead in terms of CS compared to Loda. Loda's gonna have a very tough time. You talked about that how
he's jungling right now.
You talked about he's gonna try to go for a Lincoln Sphere, but one thing I hate is like one of those 25-minute Lincoln Spheres, because it does literally nothing. Are we gonna see something like that this game?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Maybe.
Alright.
But right now, the Rubik's trying to leech experience for level 6.
And, yeah.
But in the era, the Nax is trying to auto-attack. He's auto-attacking away right now because he wants to pressure the tower down. He's trying to force players to go bottom. Because when the tower's getting hit by creeps, and look how he infested the creep.
Yep, trying to get a ninja kill. And let's see if you're going to fall for it. You're walking very close. Infest's going to come right out here. Rage, open wounds on you, and you only have boots of speed. Not going to get the kill. Very nicely played by Era. Teleportation comes in, but just not enough. S4 trying to surge it up, trying to get a kill. Any support from the other side? Nope. So Era very nicely played.
Era ran.
Yeah.
He ran left because he was scared of the vacuum up the hill. And because there's so many heroes mid that he was more safe that way.
Yeah, and he's going to try to join the push on the mid lane as well. Here comes No-Tail as well as Hani helping out. And there's a Flat Cannon helping out with the push. There's a boot travel first on Gyrocopter, something that we don't see too often. I mean, is the mobility even important here? I'm not sure if it's worth it.
I think it's going for the split push. And because they have so much invis heroes that if they find anyone, he can just deep in. But it's also something that Hani does with a lot of heroes.
Yeah, very reminiscent of the old school Shadow Fiend plays. But back in mid lane here, Loda's gonna get found. The Ice Path gonna get dodged, but Vacuum puts him right back in. There's a swarm from Loda, and where's the right click? Yeah, Amber Bull teleporting right there, and there's an immediate root. Era's gonna go down. Very nicely done, but unfortunately, tower has gone down. The entire team on full retreat. And normally, if I know you, you would ping the shit out of Roshan right now and go for something sneaky, but I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, you guys are tracked up right now. Probably gonna go for a tower. No-Tail's gonna do a little bit of mana burn action. Right click here, no root. Trying to get it at tier 1. I think tier 1's definitely gonna go down. There's a glyph. There's another. Man, Admiral's rooting the shit out of everybody.
Well, we couldn't push her because if we lost that bear, then we wouldn't have another bear for 2 minutes. So there's no way we were pushing there. Also, had we won for Roshan, the bear would have to tank. And the bear would be so low that there's no way we would be able to win the fight afterwards, even if we got the Aegis. And the ping Roshan thing only works in pubs, and I don't do that in real games.
I see, fair enough. Taking advantage of the lack of awareness in public games. Alright, Tricky, roaming around, still has, well, he had Leak go for a moment. Smoking coming out from you guys?
No, from them.
Oh, they didn't show the smoke on the minimap, so it was a little bit...
It doesn't do that for some reason. It's always bugged.
And Dota2. Valve, if you're watching, please, there's a lot of small things. I know the game is quote-unquote still in beta, but come on. Alright, Smoke gank up on the top lane here, perhaps waiting for Trixie to push the wave a little bit, to bait out a couple of TPs. No, Hani's going to break the invis right now. The 2 supports still staying in the jungle. I want to really quickly check out on items, if we have the chance to do so. Lifestealer does have that armlet, boots travel up on Hani, as we talked about. And looks like we're going to have to see a drum on Trixie, and that's pretty much it. On the Radiant side, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of backstab attempt here. Nyx Assassin is invis. There is a Sentry Ward down on the mid lane, so we'll see. Ooh, Aki.
He knows we have a Sentry Ward though, because we killed one of his wards, and we're gonna kill another ward soon.
Oh, he's still playing very timid. Yeah, unable to backstab. Meanwhile, we do see another. Oh no, you did actually put him on the hill. How many times have Pinheiro put up on the hill in this game?
Twice.
3 times, 4 times,
twice.
Oh, okay.
Overall, in the whole game, I'm not gonna.
Oh, I mean, I've seen 2 times so far. All right, and Hani, he does have the teleport. Unfortunately, it's running out very soon. You guys see him right now. Uh-oh. But you guys don't really want to go too close. There's a wallbang drop on the high ground. Don't attack that because it's gonna make more. Oh, he's gonna. Hani does have TP in about 5 seconds, and these illusions are just killing him right now. Swarm's gonna provide more high ground. There's a Fable. It's gonna try to TP out. Where's the telekinesis? Ice Path and a telekinesis still up there. The wall is done. Dual breath. There's a dual breath. And there's a vacuum come down. No-Tail got vacuum on the high ground. What the hell is going on so far? The bear driving on Ray right now. No-Tail still. What the hell is going on here? Okay.
So
okay.
We decided not to kill him, really.
It's gonna waste some time.
Oh, we do kill him. Okay.
This is like the most awkward Dota I've seen in a bit. Alright, 17 minutes in, 2 free kills being snagged up by Notai, but still down by about 2,000 gold. Gonna transition to a bot push, or at least pressure the tower by a tiny bit. We're gonna check out
we have a mech now. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just saw the mech on S4, and that means when the enemy team does not have a mech, and when you guys have a mech, means you guys are a lot more stronger when it comes to team fight. So take advantage of it by pushing, and that's exactly what Notai is doing right here.
Top. I got the Vendetta on the Rubik.
Oh, nicely done. And here we go. We're gonna see a Vendetta. Well, Lina. She's gonna get caught on Vendetta. Right click into a telekinesis. But there's a Hani. So, and there's a Trixie as well. Sentry Ward's gonna get dropped, and immediately you're gonna be found. Lotus gonna come in position, but there is that call down. Oh, nice vacuum back in here. Looks like Fly is dead. Backtrack here from Loda. Or time lapse, whatever you call that. Envy in big trouble. One more hit. Good surge out, and he's gonna be fine. And now the fight goes the other way. Hani back out as well. A free kill being taken there, and track kill not given away. That's the more important thing. Back in bot lane though, Nyx Assassin picks up kill on. What the hell is Admiral doing there? I guess he's pressuring.
Well,
realizing there's a lot of fight.
We thought there was gonna be a Nyx Assassin top, so he was, oh yeah, I'm gonna pressure bottom since everyone's top, and then surprisingly to him, the Nyx Assassin was waiting for him.
Yeah, actually, one thing that I've noticed about playing with you and other pro players is that they're very, very good at realizing what, like, where's the fight going to be developing on elsewhere on the map, and then take advantage of it by pressuring towers or farming in enemy jungle. Can you, like, shed a little bit more light on that? Like, as a beginner player or playing your pubs, when do you actually... When does that flash in your mind? Alright, I could go farm right now in their jungle or very deep in their map and mostly not get punished for it?
It's... Yeah, you have to try to consider how they're thinking, right? Like, let's say you're losing the game really, really heavily. Like, I tell you, oh, let's go into their jungle, because they would be in your jungle.
Right.
So then, like, it generally is based on, like, how I think they're gonna play the game. It's really complicated, so I can't really share too much light about it.
And it's, half the time it's also a very instinctual thing, right?
No tell.
No tell. Come on. Are we gonna see this one more time?
And we cancel take 2, so he's literally stuck there. And at this point, we're like, maybe we can go Roshan. And then Lina's getting chased.
Lina being chased around here by the bear. There's the Orb of Venom doing a lot of work on Fly. LSA is gonna hit on the bear, but bear doesn't really care with the face boot. But here comes Arrow though. There's open wounds on the actual spare bear, but there's, of course, insta root. There's gonna be a TP out. Nothing you could do unless you have another root. Unfortunately, there is no root for that.
Damn, that recall. That call down hurts so much.
I think you're... oh my. I think you're a tiny bit ahead of me. Trixie gonna get lift up. Oh, not... I guess that's why you guys call Admiraling it, because he's actually one hit in tango every time. That's pretty
well,
sweet.
to be fair, he took like 5 hits on Lina. But at this point, we know the Nax TP'd out, we know the call down has been used, and we know No Tail's literally stuck there because we canceled his TP. So we're just gonna go for the free Roshan.
Not to mention that you guys have a ward on top of the high ground, so you will definitely see if he's teleporting back out. So yeah, there is a free Roshan. The bear is tanking it, but of course there is a resummon in about 30 seconds, so if a fight should break out, you know, wouldn't be too bad. Give it to the bear or give it to Loda?
We give it to the bear.
Loda's having a tough time right now.
Level 10.
Level 10, 2100 go in the bank. Going for Lincolns, so we're not going to see a 25-minute Lincolns. Probably
Look at No Tail first, though. We're camping him.
He has that TP. But he knows that you guys know that he has that TP. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if this is actually worth your time. Maybe if one person's camping him, it would be cool.
Well, what am I gonna do anyway if I'm not camping him?
I don't know. Lychee XP.
Yeah, and they're gonna smoke gank here and go for some next level stuff, like and try to kill us while we're camping him.
All right, there's a Sentry being dropped down. Somebody should know what's up. And Era's gonna break out a smoke. Yeah. No Tail. Still stuck on this game, man. This game. How was the Skype in that moment right now? Is it like mad lousy, or
no,
you guys are actually losing?
We were mad serious right now.
Okay, you guys are losing pretty bad. If this was a pub game, this would be mad lousy. All right, are we gonna finally see a kill on No Tide? All right, breaks the Sentry Ward. Gonna bring him down the low ground. It's gonna try. He's actually getting a lot of stun time. Goes into Viz, and there's a vacuum backward into Dust. All right, there's a kill being picked up here. 22 minutes in, down by 5 kills. Go and EXP mostly close to 0, but I feel like the map control is very much so on the Radiant's advantage. They're more outer towers, and feels like they could actually venture out a lot easier thanks to the Nyx Assassin, Bounty Hunter, as well as Lifestealer.
Yes, but I think we have faster jungle killing potential right now. So, like, we have Darkster and stuff. We're able to farm both jungles pretty effectively, even if we're unable to farm the lanes that easily. Like, right now, we're in control of their forest. Right now, at this moment, we have better control.
Yeah. Well, actually, still though, you guys are not pulling that count. Not because you guys forgot, but because there is a Gyrocopter. I guess that also counts as part of the jungle, right?
Yeah, we can't really... Oh,
yeah,
Honey got entangled up.
Yeah, there's an entangle, but there's immediate teleportation comes in. The bear's gonna full retreat, and there's that bounty hunter teleporting in with the lifestealer. And let's see if you guys know what's up here. Trixie comes out, and there's Infest on Admiral Bulldog. Despite being very tank, that's what exactly Feast is supposed to do. Bring down tanks. Aegis gonna go down. It's gonna respawn back as human form, and that's not too good. Meanwhile, though, look at all these low support on NoTi's side. There is a wall. Where's the vacuum? No vacuum was already used. Admiral Bulldog does actually get a kill before dying. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? Where's the surge? S4 is gonna block it. Nice block from S4. Huge play. If he dies, not the biggest kill. The swarm coming in from Loda. He's not gonna die either. Eris on chasing. He does not have Infest anymore. Infest into Trixie earlier. Armlet Toggle's gotta be very careful. The bug does do a tiny amount of damage. Era still low, still low. Yeah, he's gonna break the bug and should be fine. Meanwhile, Honey does actually chase down the Silver. Is he in trouble as well? Vacuum backwards. S4 is juking back and forth. Gotta be extremely careful. Honey does go into Lothar's mode. And S4, they're looking at each other. Honey's still okay. The Breach of Travel is off cooldown. Should be fine. Loader runs by both heroes. Invis. And that should be fine. That was a heck of a fight.
Did you see that BS Armlet Toggle? He Armlet Toggle with 5 creeps hitting him, and a bug and Reaper's double hit, and he somehow lived that.
Yeah, it looked fine to me. I don't know what you're hating about. That was good Armlet Toggle, man.
That was BS. That was just luck. There's no way you
can
Armlet Toggle.
How do you have luck on Armlet Toggle? It's just all
6 creeps?
I don't know, man. Maybe he saw the backswing animation of the creeps.
Of every creep and
the bug.
And the dual attack. And the Iron Shell Reaver.
Yo, you hating. You hating right now. Hating on that sick Armlet Toggle. That was well done.
Yeah. Reaver actually ran the wrong way. We would have killed Hani there, but if you notice, like, S4 went up and Reaver went down. So, yeah. And
unfortunately, a bit of a matchup here. That team fight was kind of all over the place. Unfortunately, Silver did die, and Lifestealer did survive that. So, not exactly a team fight that you guys are too proud of. But you guys are, what is it, baiting a gank out here, or perhaps trying to get a push off?
We're just gonna go for a push because we push faster, and we know that they're pushing bottom right now with 5, because we have a ward there, right? We see them. So if they want to go for a push like trade, then we think we're faster. So we're just gonna go for it.
And we do see one teleportation coming back here from call down just to slow down the push. It's gonna really murder the creep wave, but Silverbeard doesn't really care too much about that. There's a mech to heal up the creep, and looks like if they want a TP, everybody's got a TP back. Fnatic's gonna go for a tier 2 trade. There you go. They're not gonna go for that trade. Obviously, Radiant does push slower, and Fnatic's gonna. Well, Nyx Assassin's gonna come back in with the Lifestealer. But you guys are pretty much prepared. Yeah, Sentry Ward's on the ground, and I don't think the Vendetta is gonna work too much.
Yeah, and Era actually went inside of No-Tail, but that was good for us. We forced 5 TPs and we only used 1 TP. So even though it was a tier 1 for tier 1 trade, that was good for us because our tier 1 tower is also lower HP and their tier 1 tower is full HP.
All right, so this is a very good time to ask, since you play Silver a lot in pubs, and of course Admiral is on your team. At what time do you decide?
I don't think we have time for this though.
What?
I don't think we have time for this.
Alright, what's going on? A little bit of jungle action on the top here. Anima just dies. Or you just died. Anima.
Stop calling me that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That hurt my soul. You just said Anima just died.
Well, don't put the tag on if you're gonna prepare to die. Alright, here we go. No face boots action. Okay, so as we're gonna see a tier 2 push. If anybody's wondering, Kokoro Connect is a decent anime that you should check out. Decent.
Really good, you mean?
I read the novel. Anime was not as good. As per usual. Alright, Era's gonna go in and start hitting that tower. Loda, again, can't really do too much. Lincoln's almost done. About 1100 go away. There's a track beginning to happen. This is an annoying thing about playing a good bounty hunter. Oh, roots! There's a root right under the tower down to about half HP. Could infest one of teammate. Vacuum wall gonna be on top. Era's right clicking. There's I'm a Bulldog losing HP decently, but there's a mech coming down. Call down and the right click from Hani. Is it doing enough damage? Not enough. So there's a tower trade. Looks like 2 hero is dead on the Radiant side, and everybody else is TPing out. Hani actually cancels TP. Maybe afraid of the ice path. I guess that's a pretty good trade. Lifestealer for a tower, as well as a little bit of map control, perhaps.
Two kills for a tower, and we're gonna have farming time now, and we're gonna push out all the lanes.
Well, I'm not sure how much farming time you're gonna get as, again, bounty hunter and And Vendetta Nyx is somewhat annoying, somewhat
A
scary.
lot, because now we have complete access of their jungle.
Ah.
So S4 is gonna go farm their jungle.
You know what?
Also because they have to farm mid now and farm bottom, because the waves are pushed out. We're gonna also be able to farm our own jungle. So it's pretty significant.
The pup in me says when you're down behind 6 kills, farm your own jungle. But again, definitely you could be able to farm the enemy jungle as well. But back to the Emerald point. At what point do you actually go for the Radiance? At what point do you feel like we need a Maelstrom?
Well, in this game, we're gonna be against 2 BKBs in a rage, and so the BKB is gonna counter the Radiance to some extent.
Yep, 45 magical damage.
We needed the bash for a lifestealer, so he's gonna go for that. Like the bash Mojoner build. I mean, not Mojoner, like the Maelstrom. So you got attack speed and for the bash.
Now, just a little bit of mechanic clarification. Even though you get better attack speed with Maelstrom, you don't actually increase your chance of entangling by a significant amount. I mean, you get better attack speed, so you get more procs. But
did you get more procs? How much more? Because I thought it was like evenish.
Right. Because on the same hit that you get Entangle and a Maelstrom proc, the Maelstrom take over, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to say it comes out even, but I gotta sit down and do the math.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
It's good for the bash though.
Yeah, the bash actually takes over everything else.
It's good
right?
for the farm.
Does the bash take over
I think
everything
the bash. No, I think it stacks the bash.
You can get a bash and
entangle a bash.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So
look what they're doing right now though. They're warding everywhere next to the bomb tower so that they can get the tower for free, or try to.
Call down's gonna hit one on Aki. Aki down to half HP instantly, but here comes the rest of the team. But yeah, that ward. I'm basically off front here. It's gonna prevent you guys from coming right in. No Tidehunter.
2 BKBs on Trixie and Honey. So this is why they're pushing right now, because they just got their BKBs, so they feel like they're stronger than us.
We'll see if they're correct about that. Tower does go. Oh, never mind. Did not hear from Loda. Pretty good job. And he does actually have about 28-minute Lincoln Sphere. And again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but 28-minute Lincoln Sphere, it's not going to do too much. But with that said, Loda's been pretty much in all the big fights, dropping down Swarm, chasing people down. You don't really need too many items for Weaver to actually start killing supports, which he's been kind of singling down, and at least providing his team a little bit of assist fire. So
that Storm hurts a lot. Like when you have Darkstar Illusions and Bears chasing you, and you have to chase these Surge heroes and everything. That Swarm's gonna last for a while. It's gonna negate all your armor.
Yep. So Emerald Bulldog's just gonna be farming away. Another quick check on the items here. Pipe is finished on S4. Gem is up on Emerald Bulldog. On the actual hero, I guess just mostly afraid of those Vendetta Nyx ganks or the Trixie Nyx ganks.
Smoke ganks by us.
Smoke gang into Smoke gang here. Hani's gonna get picked up here. Can you actually burst him down before he pops that BKB down to half HP? He does pop that BKB right now. Where's the call down though? Meanwhile, Emerald Bulldog in big trouble. He does go down. Gem is on the ground. It's gonna get picked up, and now everybody on full retreat. But can you run from a Bounty Hunter? Probably not. Aki's gonna get impaled down as well. That's 2 for nothing. 2 BKB is used, but 2 kills right now with a creep advantage. Start slow. Well, actually, the creep is very, very far back on the mid lane. But yeah, the Rax on the mid lane perhaps in a little bit of trouble. Also dropped the gem. That's a huge economic investment.
Yeah, that was really bad. That gem was new too. But I want to talk about that bomb fight a little bit more. When they went for the BKBs and stuff, and they thought they could take a fight, they didn't realize what items we got, and we just got a Basher and Pipe. So once they saw that, they're like, oh, crap, we can't take this fight, and they backed off. But now they're gonna go for Rosh.
So you guys say even despite having the the last team fight was kind of you know, smoke versus smoke, so hard to say. But last team, looks like we're gonna have S4 charging right, and he knows the Roshan's happening right now. Where's the vacuum on the high ground? He's gonna go for it. Swarm's gonna scope everything out. Wall vacuum. That's on 5, and suddenly the team fight. It's gonna be a little bit scary for Fnatic here. The courier's gonna come right. Anybody gonna right click that? Nope. Nobody's right click. No tail. Trying to run out. The bug seeing him. The bug seeing him. The damage on the bug is gonna kill him. Gem's gonna get dropped, but immediately rescued by the courier. Trixie's low, but now though, despite Aegis being picked up here, immediately Era's gonna die. He's probably gonna die a second time. Lifestealer trying to hit his way out against 4 or 5. He's probably gonna kill Aki. No Surge, and now is on the run. It's gonna infest into Hani. No infest. Infest already. He's 4 seconds, 3 seconds. It's gonna be on the run. Pick up, throw back here. Era is gonna go down. Whew. This game is back and forth. I just want to ask you, like before that team fight happened, you guys thought you guys were stronger in terms of team fight, and it seems like that's exactly the case. But when you eat a 5-man wall,
yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah, the 5-man wall really kind of eats you alive.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty big throw by Fnatic. That was pretty bad play.
And the BKB were also down, right?
I don't know if they were down, actually.
Yeah, it was 10-second BKB, so it does have a very, very long cooldown. So it might be down, I'm not too sure. And here we go, Roshan was taken, but of course Asia's already expanded very, very quickly. But here comes a tier 2 push. Oh, there's a decent amount of AoE, but again, with the pipe and mech available, there's a mech being used. Really does not care. There's a tier 2 tower. Not gonna go on high ground because Nyx is gonna respawn very soon. That's a brave
Look what
TP.
Honey's doing though. He went straight for top. The very moment, because after that fight, he went straight top because he realized that there was no way they could defend the tier 2 tower. So he goes top, pushes our tower, forces a TP back so we can't rax it, and then he's gonna start farming our jungles to deny our farm.
Another prime example, knowing when to take advantage of a, I guess a disadvantaged situation, and basically make the best out of it. Pressuring the top lane, farming enemy jungle, and again, preventing that Rax push. Very, very important. So at this point in the game,
of not farming their jungle right now. We could have been farming their jungle, but we decided not to do that against all these Invis heroes.
Lifestealer. Well, the Lifestealer bomb has been pretty effective so far, but yeah, beyond the Bounty Hunter as well as the Vendetta. Of course, losing the gem previously did not help us well. And again, we're going to see No-Tail carrying the infested Knife Stealer inside. Trying to look for somebody, but you guys have been able to drop down a lot of wards during your push as well. Look at the map, the mini-map on the dire side, or dire wards on the mini-map. You guys see a lot of vision, and if you ever see No-Tail popping that invis, that is just a cue for everybody to go back. But No-Tail does actually find a couple people on the top, and let's see if he's going to decide to break the invis. Lifestealer does kill very, very quick, but that's a mech and a pipe on S4. Oh, Impale does hit, and but that's not too good, as there's a mech and pipe, and No-Tail suddenly out of position. He is going to die immediately to chase this, go the other way. Surge Bear is coming right in. Can you guys find anything? Is there any detection? You guys see Era right now. Era on the run. One hit proc. There's a Basher proc. We're seeing Tango. There's a Swarm, again, providing sight, doing a little bit of minus armor damage, and that's exactly what we talked about in terms of running away from that, away from the rest of the team and allowing that bug to do a lot of damage, as well as minus armor. Meanwhile, Trixie, is he gonna get caught? Yep, getting caught, and he's dead. Meanwhile, the Haunted comes right in, but Vacuum immediately does have the BKB, but again, right clicks are really insane from the dire side, and that's, I want to say, another big throw.
Yeah, that was a pretty big throw as well. Honey ran in trying to save him when there was no chance that he could do anything there.
And this bear is looking extremely scary, and even Admiral Bulldog picks up a Ghost Scepter, so he should be somewhat tankier against that Lifestealer if he gets to activate it. And another proc of the mech. Man, S4's been, I know Admiral Bulldog's been getting a lot of kills here and there, but S4's timely pipe, timely mech, and the fact that he's got those items,
surge.
Yeah, it's just very, very key. So S4 playing rather well, and looks like we're gonna see a momentum push straight top. I'm not sure whether you guys could get the...
Look where Fly and No-Tail are. They want to farm some waves before they come back, because they're just being efficient.
Well, they will have the teleport score ready. Was that a... No, that was a... I was gonna say, did you have Vendetta again? No, that was just a Windwalk from Bounty Hunter. The tower's gonna go down for sure. The question is, are they gonna keep going for the racks? And I don't think... Well, the wall is down. No mana on S4, and Envy got...
Do you watch that? You see how I'm trying to steal spells?
Yeah.
The very moment he casts a spell, I steal it, and I get freaking Carapace, because he's too fast. This has been happening to me the entire game.
Yeah, I did hear you complain about it, stealing level 1 Carapace for like 80 times in a row.
Yeah. I'm staring at him, and I just, whenever he like moves his hand to cast Impel, I try to steal it. It's just impossible. I can't get it.
Alright. I mean, don't feel too bad. I guess Black Carapace does have an insta cast time, so it's somewhat difficult. But right now, I don't know how to call this game because the Radiant side is very, very far ahead early on. But then the last couple of team fights, of course, of Roshan getting 5-man walled, and then a couple of kills thrown on the top, and suddenly, you know, the Raxes are fully exposed. In terms of gold check, it's completely even.
At this point, our plan was to farm the Kuras, Daedalus, and the Shivas before the next Roshan spawns.
That's a lot of items.
Yep. Well, we have a lot of time to farm it.
Alright. Weaver's next item choice. There's a crit, I guess, going straight Daedalus, or are you gonna make a piss stop and make another item?
Daedalus. Also, we realized that they just recently farmed the BKBs, and then they died a lot, so that their heroes wouldn't be too farmed when we try to farm our items. But at the same time, though, we have to farm as a group, as 5 players, because we will get picked off.
Yep. A couple of Beagles sitting behind Loda as he's rising away. You are just kind of too scared of going where. Ooh, there's a Medallion Courage. I guess there is a lot of physical damage on your side, but walk me through this medallion. personally, I feel Medallion's a very, very underrated item because it. I mean, if you think about it, a Desolator gives you -6 armor, you know, apart from all the plus damage. But if you ever need minus armor, Medallion does that same thing for you. And
I think Medallion is just really efficient item on supports.
Yeah.
It's the problem with getting it on a carry is you don't have the slots for it. But if you can, I mean, there's nothing else for me to get right now, so why not just get the Medallion?
I mean, there's always like other options, like you know, finishing your drums.
I'm way too poor.
No, finishing your drums or getting an urn, but I guess Medallions just gives you the highest amount of impact for that kind of goal in a team fight. So, yep. And this bear is being very, very scary. I mean, we generally joke about, you know, 12-slot slow bears, but the bear's full, almost. I mean, using
that never happens. I don't know why people even make those jokes. Ever. Never, ever happens. And generally when your bear's 12 slots, it just dies in one hit anyway, so...
Sure, because the game is already too late.
Yeah.
I mean, he's looking pretty tank. AC is almost done here. Another quick item check at this point here. The item progression has mostly stopped on the Radiant side, which makes sense because they've been dying a couple of times. I guess Knife Stealer is going to be going for that AC of his own. Plate Mail's up.
Look how we're farming right now. It's that we're farming S5, right?
Yeah.
And so, but the opponent has Invis heroes, so we have to do this. But they can farm, like they can split out and farm. But even though they don't have to stay together, they're staying together. Because when we stay together, it means we can also smoke. So they're scared that we're gonna smoke. So Honey is the only one leaving.
Because he has to travel.
He has to travel. So this is the problem of playing against teams that are always stuck together, like the Chinese. Because sure, they're stuck together and you can just out-farm them, but you have no idea what they're doing as 5. They could be ganking, they could be farming, you don't have no idea, so you have to stick as 5 as well.
Key thing to point out is that if you look at the supports on both teams right now, smoke is constantly on the inventory. And I play support for you a lot in pub games, and you yell at me a lot. But
play fake support.
One of the most important things is playing support in no matter, I guess, what level of game is always have a smoke on you. And you can see that even these pros are doing that right now. As like if you see somebody out of position, like really far away from the team, let's say if somebody's poured up for a farm, something like that, you could just go for a smoke and make something happen.
You don't have time to like buy the smoke, send it to you, and then pop it. That's what always happens in pubs. I ask for a smoke and it's like, oh, cool, I have to wait for the check-in to deliver the smoke, and then the guy's already out of position. Yeah. But right now, like we were pretty happy with the situation. We are getting our Shiva and 300 gold. We just got our Dallas, and we just got our Kuraz as well. But look what Honey is farming.
Is he going for the big sword? Yep.
And we didn't realize this at all.
Right, you haven't seen it yet. You weren't able to click on him. Like pro players click on enemy heroes all the time to see item progressions or whatever else. He is protecting his sight, if you will, from that Divine Rapier. And if you guys are not aware of that, your entire team could melt. So well, Honey, of course, you can see that he's not farming the lane creeps, at least not right now with it. And the big smoke gang's happening. Meanwhile, no smoke gang happening here on the dire side. And they're looking for you, and I guess they're not gonna find you. Unfortunate for them. Are you guys a protagonist here?
Protagonist?
Yeah, I guess you guys are protagonists because
okay. They're gonna go for our back door.
And you guys saw it there, right?
Look at our structures have been fortified. Oh no.
Somebody misclicked it.
Yeah, I think it was me or Loda, one or the other.
Alright, but you guys saw the Divine, right?
Yeah, we saw the Divine now.
Okay, so what the hell's the plan?
We're still gonna go for the trade. Because
I don't know, man.
Because we have backup question.
No, you don't. Oh, I mean, you do, sorry.
Yeah, but they don't. We can just go straight for the throne, because the top tower's already dead.
Oh my god. Alright, there's a free Rex being taken down, there's a one-person teleporting, and there's, well, a lot more teleportation. And you guys are gonna go straight throne knowing fully that there's a Divine available. No, back off. Not gonna be the throne, and meanwhile, we're gonna take a base tower, and that's it. That's it. Everybody's on full retreat, but everybody's starting to track up. No full retreat here. No tie. Still staying on the high ground. And there's that bear trying to push it down there. Oh, nice vacuum. Where's the wall? No wall being dropped right now. Call down on top of everybody. And look at the HP melting on Dire. Gyrocopter ultra kill. Trying to TP out, but it looks like Fly just murders him. Holy bejesus.
That was sad to watch. But we felt like if you look at what Honey did there. He sent all 4 heroes forward, and he didn't care if all 4 of them got hit by stuns, as long as he didn't. So he just stays back, waits for us to get baited with the vacuum ice path combo. But also, we failed the combo. They BKB'd before the ice path hit. Had we gotten the 4-man vacuum into ice path into Rubik's stun combo, and I also had impel, I was able to steal that for once in that entire game. Had we gotten the Impale, Vacuum, Ice Wall, Rubik's stun combo, even had Hani had the Rapier and he was hitting us, we would have killed all 4 of them. And I think the game might have been different. But after, we feel like we should have just backed off there.
Well,
it's too dangerous.
Hindsight's 2020, but yeah. I mean that misclick on the glyph also was a lot of a big time waster. But immediate, you know, 3 racks from Fnatic, and that's gonna be the game. But how do you? I mean, obviously you love Divine Rapier on Gyrocopter, but this kind of random progression.
Actually, I hate it.
You hate it?
It's stupid that you can do this.
That you could just like one shot the whole team.
Win games based on like item on one hero and only.
I mean, it's a fucking divine, and he buys another. But it's a holy crap! Look at all these divine. But it's a divine, you know. Like there's got to be one item in the game that makes you have this kind of comeback, and you guys know that there is a divine.
One hero can do it though. That's the thing.
I mean, Medusa could do it.
Oh, I guess it's not the same though. It's
and Doombringer apparently could do it too.
No. Medusa can't do it. It's different. It's not 1,000 range.
True.
It's not 100% damage.
Alright, you guys gonna get the Aegis, but I don't know, man. Alright, here comes No Tail, excuse me. Gonna bring the whole team in. Fnatic. Uh-oh. Where's Hani? Hani's gonna just say low to everybody. Yep, not even close. I mean, you guys are protagonists here, but this is pretty sad to watch.
It's pretty sad to watch. I'm sad. Well, it was a good game.
It was a good game, not gonna lie. Seeing that ultra kill from the Gyrocopter, what was there to learn from this game?
We should just back out and play it safely. Like even though, okay, the problem was that we lost our Rex, right? And we got bottom tower, sure. But had I captained better, I would just set back, and we would have lost the Rex. And we lost the Rex, whatever. But because we lost the Rex, you want to get something in return, right?
Right.
And we just didn't make the right decision because he got Divine. We were going for some like crazy throne race, and we wasted our glyph. There's too much stuff happening. Roshan just spawned too, and because all this stuff happened, we just didn't make the right decision. We should just take it more slowly.
So real fast, last big question for you. Let's pretend that you guys made the correct decision. You backed off and all that stuff. At that point in the game, they have a lot of Invis heroes. They have a Divine on Gyrocopter. How do they actually take team fights against
We go straight for Rosh. Like,
okay.
we would have just taken the fight at Rosh. It's different. The positioning is different. Because we can ward. We didn't ward inside our base, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we ward all over Roshan and we can see where the Gyrocopter is, then we can try to do the Vacuum Ice combo on him. And we would have bought a Blink on S4.
Just for the
combo. You have to get the combo off. You have to do it before he pops the BKB. If we can pop every stun, we had so much stuns because for once in life I actually got the Impale, and the Impale is a 2.77 second stun. I think the lift is like 2.5 or something ridiculous, or 2 to 2.5.
2.25, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had the Ice Path, which is 2.2. So, had we gotten all those stuns off, then we can wipe them. Also, the Gyro isn't too hard to kill. He's fairly easy to kill. He had a BKB and he had a low Dars and Divine. That's not exactly the tankiest hero. He had no life leech.
If he doesn't pop the BKB.
Yeah.
Because if he pops the BKB and he gets a couple of shots off, everybody else is dead. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
We have to go by the combo though. If we get the combo off, then they're dead as well. I mean, sure, obviously they have the advantage in a team fight, but it's still better than fighting up their hill.
Okay, well, can't win them all, even for the protagonists. So we'll see if No Tide's gonna have better luck next time. But for now, this is Luminous and Eternal Envy signing off. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed it. GG.
GG.